Hello, and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. You've caught me in the middle of a disaster, actually. See, I was flying this plane, and I started to do a turn, because I thought I was going to make a left turn, and head out that way. This is that plane that I built that I was talking about, called the OY. To be honest, I thought I'd already put this out, and apparently I haven't. Notice the floating, flap on the outside. Yeah, that's a little glitch that happened with the craft file not saving properly. Anyhow, you might have noticed I only have one engine, and it's on the left side, and there's supposed to be two engines balanced across the middle there. Yeah, so basically, I took off, and I was about to make a turn, and the engine ripped off because this thing has a bunch of flaps on the rear. It actually can roll really fast. It rolled so fast that it tore off an engine, which is a bit of a piloting error. Is a bit of a design flaw. Anyhow, the cool thing about it though is you notice that I'm still flying. I'm still flying quite well, actually. Which is surprising because you'd expect a plane that is designed with two engines to only work with two engines. And nope, it works with one, which is pretty cool. It does show that I designed it pretty good, actually, if it can do that, because I don't know if you knew this, but commercial airplanes, like, you know, with passengers on board, they're designed so they can lose up to half of their engines and still work. So if you're on a two-engine plane, it can lose one of those and still fly. Not fly particularly well, and it's more of a crash landing than a landing, but it can still keep itself up to get to a spot to land. Which is kind of what I'm doing right here, is I'm just slowly going down and just trying to land this thing as best I can. This is me trying to go straight, which is why I'm angling so crazily like this. And like if you were on a plane with four engines, it could lose two engines even if they're on the same wing, and still land. The thing is with that kind of thing though is it's like, yeah, I heard about that, and yeah, it's true, but at the same time you gotta think it involves a lot of pilot skill to do that, and not all of the pilots are that skilled. And once again, I apologize if I already uploaded this, but I found the footage just sitting in the folder where I have footage to be edited, and that tells me I didn't put it up. Maybe I put up the clip of me taking off with one of these planes with just one engine, because I decided after I did this, after I successfully landed one with one engine, I decided, hey, let's be even crazier. Let's take off and land with one engine, because, you know, if I can land with one engine, surely I can take off with one engine, right? No, and that actually went surprisingly well as well. That was after I fixed the little glitch with the wings. Like I said, right now, you saw those hovering ailerons or elevators, whatever. And that would be one of my ailerons. Oh, I thought I landed better than that. But, yeah. Oops. Oh. Yeah, and it couldn't just take it just sitting there. It had to blow up another time. Freaking Kerbals. Why did they make everything out of explosives? Why did they make everything out of explosives? I think that's a pretty good landing considering the kind of disaster I was facing. And like I said, I managed to do this later on even better, where I took off and landed. Look right there, you can see in that screenshot the problem. I have my mouse over it. This is another ship I had. This is the Nashton 1. This one, I have no idea whether I thought this was uploaded or not, but if you look, I'm in orbit around the sun, of course, instead of around the moon, or around Kerbal, or around Minmus. Which I have never gotten in orbit around Minmus because I haven't bothered to try, because I thought, oh, I'm bad at this, I'll probably fail miserably. Excuse me, I just suddenly got very tired for no apparent reason. But anyhow, you can see I'm going very fast, and I'm going very, very close to the sun. Apparently, I was wondering how close I could get to the sun without burning up. But it turns out the game doesn't have the sun, what do you call it, implemented properly yet. The sun is pretty much a bright glowing star. It doesn't have a surface, it doesn't have a heat, and actually someone has managed to, if you take your periapsis on an orbit around the sun all the way down to 0, aka you would crash into the sun, it turns out if you bring your periapsis all the way down, you basically fall into what it looks like on my screen right now, actually. Only you stay in one spot at the center of the sun, surrounded by bright white light, and you get stuck there. And your apoapsis and periapsis randomly shoot all over the place and go into negative values, and basically the game glitches out and freaks out. And the joke is it's a very bright black hole. Ha 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 ha. But anyhow, I didn't actually do that, of course, so now you can see I'm rapidly slowing down as I go away from the sun. But I just thought it'd be cool to kind of show that, and this is a very short episode, relatively, I guess. Alright, I hope you enjoyed these random clips. Goodbye, everybody.